Hello guys, welcome back to SoFieReacts. Hope you have a wonderful day. Today we're gonna be watching Harry Potter 20th anniversary return to Hogwarts. I can't imagine how all of you who grew up with Harry Potter series watching this after 20 years. It's been just a couple weeks for me, so yeah, like seeing the cast reunite after all these years, getting all these different behind the scenes stories and trivia. I can only imagine how it must felt for you. For me, I can wait even though it's just been 2 weeks, but I'm very excited about this. It's gonna be very interesting. If you like what you see, please like, comment, subscribe, and if you want to see the uncut early reactions, please go ahead and check out my Patreon. The link gonna be in the description below. By the way, if you're watching this over on YouTube, I probably started the Hunger Games, so yeah, stay tuned to that. I'm very excited about that too. And if you're picking up on some noises, it's very hot in here and I had to turn on my AC. But anyway, without further ado, let's jump right into this video. Oh, mysterious thin time. Very true.
Yeah, so I'll be watching it again.
Wow, Neville. Hermione, of course she's with books. Should I say Emma Watson? This is very cinematic. What? Oh, this is so beautiful. Wow, she looks exactly the same. She did not age. Oh, train station. I can't believe this is I didn't expect this. I don't know what I expected, but definitely not. Oh my God, Arthur. I didn't expect this. I don't know why. Oh my God, seeing the twins together. Luna, Jenny. I don't know what I expected, but definitely not this. Like, not it being cinematic, as they're literally going back to Hogwarts. This is what it is. I thought it's going to be interviewee, like, you know what I mean? This is Hogwarts. Oh, the Goblet of Fire. Draco, Malfoy are seeing the twins together. I don't know why. This is wholesome. Hagrid. This is amazing. This is how a reunion should be, like seriously. Oh, that was serious. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. I know exactly where it is. Oh my God.
He couldn't know that.
I'm sorry, but for me, not much time has passed, you know what I mean? So it's crazy seeing them as grown adults. And I know that most of the fans, grew up with these people, so God, I have to visit
Couldn't
London.
know that at this very moment, people meeting in secret.
I've never been to London before.
To Harry Potter, the boy who lived.
Oh yeah.
This is awesome.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
Last time we were here, you were shorter.
I'm just very. Never get to ask this question. Like, how did you end up doing Harry Potter?
I ended up doing it because my daughter Eleanor convinced me to read the books.
Wow.
Thank you, Eleanor.
Exactly.
And then immediately I saw the movies. I just saw them, and that hasn't happened since.
The first director, the one who directed the first 2 movies.
When the books came out, the queues of kids round the block. I mean,
thousands of them all waiting for the latest one.
My dad used to do all the voices, and my brother and I just became obsessed. Every time we finish a chapter, we'd be like, one more, please, just one more.
Emma Watson is Hermione. I'm just starting to, to see it. Wow, I didn't realize how much everyone was affected by the books. But I totally can see why. It's the perfect hero's journey.
At the time of reading, we instantly related to Fred and George because there aren't many twins in literature.
Everyone read the books before, getting the roles.
And then in terms of casting, the search for Harry Potter was insane.
I imagine.
And of course, while there's still one gentleman holding a boom mic straight over our heads, and this little girl asked me, "What's that?"
Emma.
It's a mic, duh. I remember it because it was Emma.
I always knew that I was going for Hermione in a way that I think terrified my parents because they were like, what are we going to do with her if she doesn't get the part?
Oh my god, to have this much ambition in such a young age.
I was in my hotel room in London one night watching the BBC version of David Copperfield. Immediately a light bulb went off in my head and I said, this is Harry Potter.
You saw him in something else.
We've got to get him in here for an audition. She said it's never going to happen. His parents do not want him involved.
I think the deal was to sign on for like all 7 films and they would be filmed in LA. So mum and dad were like, no, that's like a huge disruption to his life.
Yeah, being a child actor and landing such a freaking huge role in signing away basically your childhood, it's crazy. If it was in Hollywood, it would have been bad. Like how many child actors just get off the rails because of fame?
And action.
That's a dragon egg.
What is it?
That's what that is.
What is that?
Dragon egg.
I was a very happy kid who had a really haunted quality, apparently. You're really sweet.
I can see it.
Real, like, stuff going on.
Yeah, like he has trauma.
Rupert and Emma were very easy to cast because they felt like they jumped off the page.
Oh yeah, exactly.
To make sure that they all had this chemistry, which immediately was obvious in the first screen test.
Nicholas Flamel is the only known maker of the
Sorcerer's Stone.
The what? Oh, honestly, don't you two read?
Good job.
It's lovely seeing you.
Yeah, this is surreal, isn't it?
Oh wow.
I have had kidney stones as a baby, so time was obviously part.
I do remember that when it was the 3 of us, something felt different and like...
Chemistry.
We'd been out of the studios, they told us we got the parts, and they were like, cool, so we're announcing you've got the parts. There is now going to be a lot of media outside your house, so you can't go home.
Oh wow.
Hermione made complete...
Yeah, she is Hermione.
That's me.
Exactly.
Well, Emma was arguably the smartest person on the set. And I'm talking about everybody.
I think I'm scarily like my character.
And he is Ron. It's scary.
And I've got a red-headed sister and I live in a burrow.
Rupert is just the most camera-ready 12-year-old boy.
I said that in the very first movie.
Fearless.
He was so good.
How do you feel about becoming famous?
Be cool.
I'm just thankful that it wasn't Hollywood, like seriously.
Well, on the first film, I was dying the entire time. But I always believe you cannot bring...
Working with kids.
I want everyone to feel comfortable. I want everyone to feel like it's a family. I want everyone to feel like they're home.
First year at Hogwarts.
Okay, class, listen to me. Welcome to your first flying lesson. I want you to raise your hand over the broom.
On the film, the kids are basically in shock.
Chris Columbus made the atmosphere very much like a fun fair.
They need to keep them entertained in the whole process, you know? Because they're kids after all.
All of us like red,
I think we also upgraded to knuckles as well, and we're like...
really hard.
Oh, and shins. Yeah. I remember the shin.
Kids after all.
I only tell you what to do.
They probably made their jobs harder for themselves by letting us have as much fun as we can.
But they had to create that atmosphere, that feeling of familiarity and friendship and community. And it, got transferred in the movies, You can see that, you can believe it because the actors themselves are like that with each other. You have to believe in that friendship.
But it's not easy because it takes a tremendous amount of patience with kids, particularly with with kids as hyperactive and as excitable as we all were.
Fancy seeing you boys here.
Snuck away.
Couple of Gryffindors, just kicking it.
God, Draco's actor is completely different in real life, obviously.
What's funny about that, though, is being surrounded by all the cream of the British acting industry and not having a clue who anyone is.
Oh, you don't get the shock of big actors?
I thought Richard Harris worked here as a tour guide for a while.
No way. Oh my God.
It's had the capability of understanding the gravity of who they were dealing with at the time.
Good afternoon.
The British royalty of the acting world.
Wow.
Like Robbie Coltrane.
He was such a kid, like, so immature.
Wow.
I've tried absolutely everything. I've tried creams, I've tried jellies.
Well, we spent so much time together.
I know.
I mean,
I spent more time with you than I did with my own children.
I know, what?
Wow.
I keep thinking about that scene where I get called a mudblood.
Yes.
And you were so sweet with me that day. Because it was
Yeah.
like my first, big piece of acting.
Call me a mudblood.
He did not.
What's a mudblood?
It means dirty blood.
She did amazing in this scene.
The very first time I visited the set, they walked me through the Great Hall, which was mind-blowing.
Oh my God, to see what she created come to life.
And all these lit candles going up and down in wires.
Why, that was real.
Floating candles started burning through the ropes that tied them to the ceiling and just started falling around the Great Hall.
Wow.
So much of that would be visual effects now. The fact that we got to actually be on that set.
That's so cool.
Thank you, Stuart Craig.
There was a moment on day 2, maybe, or 3. The camera pushes into you and you say,
Feels strange to be going home, doesn't it? I'm not going home.
Not really.
I still get tears in my eyes thinking about it. I thought,
You know
this
what?
guy, this kid is an amazing actor.
I got a feeling too watching that scene. For the first time, I was like, yup, I can see why these films are special. And I remember I teared up for the first time watching. And I was honestly able to say, yeah, I see why these films are special.
The first film was a hit.
Yep.
So once it became a hit and people accepted not only the film but accepted the cast,
Right, yeah.
I had a ball on the second film.
Weasley family values.
Okay, come on. Shh.
Morning, Weasleys!
Morning, Weasleys.
The twins were two people I was really close with. They really were like older brothers. Julie Waters and Mark Williams. They were like my second family. They were always kind of staying in character.
Would stay in character.
The Weasley family values. Consideration, thoughtfulness, and fun.
And fun, exactly.
And then you see the complete opposite with the Malfoys.
Yeah, it's always such a good comparison, the two families,
I mean, you've got
side by side.
a real
yeah.
chalk and cheese side of it.
Now, Draco, play nicely.
Right, but it must have been very intimidating working with him, especially for Tom.
The point of him being in the story, to me, was to explain why Draco was such a horrible, heartless, sadistic bully at school.
Red hair and a hand-me-down robe.
You must be a Weasley.
He's a product of his parents. If Hagrid was your first influence, chances are you're going to be, all right there, mate. You're going to be lovely and very huggy.
Isn't he beautiful? Oh, bless him, look, he knows his mummy.
If your dad is a psychopath wielding a...
Cobra Kane.
Working with Jason was a real treat. Was not always a treat. Just immediately turned into the most unfriendly, horrible person I've ever met.
But like, the kids basically got free acting lessons watching all these amazing adult actors over the years. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's free coaching. It must have been such a blessing.
Draco touched something and I used this cane and I went...
Don't touch anything, Draco.
Oh, I didn't
know how
see
sharp
that.
the teeth were. And they went right into little Tom's hand.
Oh my God!
And I went, Tom, I'm so sorry. I didn't realise how sharp they were and how heavy it was. And he went, no, it's all right. The scene.
My heart! And it must have been such a crazy experience as a kid. Even though they're actors themselves, child actors, but it's not the same, you know?
Harry
Potter.
Dobby.
I remember saying to a friend, you know, I've got this part.
He's the one who played Dobby?
We did a take, and he goes, "Thank you, Lucy B." All, and I swung my leg out. And
Oh my god.
I kicked Dobby down the stairs.
Dobby, a free elf.
And I just thought, this is going to be ridiculously good fun.
Master has given Dobby a sock.
Sock?
Master has presented Dobby with clothes.
Dobby is free.
One of the major themes is this alliance of friends who endure.
Yeah. Endure. That's the word. Oh god, that scene was freaking adorable.
Had one of our greatest laughs together with Richard Harris. Richard came in and looked at the Phoenix and said, wow, they train these animals marvelously these days. I've always felt guilty about leaving. I really did.
And I think you, honestly, I don't think you ever get enough credit for like what you achieved on those first two and with all of us.
I mean, the start is very important. He started the series. It's what, you know, laid the foundation for the other movies. Having a successful start is very important. Wow. I don't know, I'm gonna cry. Oh.
Who is that?
Sirius Black, most amazing godfather ever.
Sirius Black is an essential character for Harry. It's part of
Very.
those themes of don't judge a book by its cover, you know, the image of Sirius Black as a criminal.
Yeah, I thought he was insane.
And yet when Harry meets him and through the course of the third film, he comes to learn that he's not who
I've just edited the 5th movie, oh god, and I cried again watching Sirius get killed. Like, it was wow.
For Azkaban, it's a coming of age. They're passing the threshold between.
The movie literally was the transition, and a very good one of that.
Nevertheless, when he turns 13, there's a big cloud that overshadows everything around Harry. And we needed to convey that also stylistically.
So when it gets darker.
When was Azkaban? How old were you?
14.
I think I had a natural sort of paternal thing.
Paternal thing.
I remember you giving me
freaking out.
the Gary chat. Yeah, you were like, listen, Emma, you need to be cool.
Wow.
You saw them between takes, sitting with each other, talking and laughing, and you could see in the way that Dan looked at Gary.
All the stuff in the Shrieking Shack at the end, I feel like me, Rupert and Emma were just like watching tennis in that scene, just being like, this is acting.
It was Tim Spall, the one and only Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You, Emma, Rupert.
It's really nice of you to include me, Emma and Rupert in that group. To watch you guys act.
Yeah, the scene when I was like, oh my god, the acting got elevated. I totally was able to see it. It was the first time I was like, oh yeah, the films really do know how to make dramatic scenes. And it must have been such a blessing as an actor to work alongside these big names.
Let's kill him!
Wait! I did my
I
waiting!
loved the scene, guys.
12 years!
I loved it. I feel like my favorite actors, Alan Rickman and Gary Oldman, like, yeah, these two, wow.
No! I trusted you!
I didn't know how to edit this scene, like seriously, you guys. For YouTube, it was a struggle editing this scene.
And you can see Rupert and Emma and
They did
Dan,
amazingly
that
as
they're
well.
Completely committed.
Look at them.
I told Dumbledore you were helping an old friend into the castle, and now, here's the proof.
Brilliant, Snape. Once again, you put your keen and penetrating mind to the task, and as usual, come to the wrong conclusion.
God, I love him.
I wish I'd had the whole picture.
Rickman did, that was it.
Rickman?
He had the inside line.
He worked that one.
He very, very early said to Joe, he was like, I think I need to know what happened.
Oh, wow, really? Oh, yeah, I think I've read a comment about this. Like, he knew from the very beginning the twist at the end with Snape, right?
Give me a reason.
He knew this is why, this is why, this is why. All his scenes, like, you see the actions he does, the choices he makes, but then you look at his eyes, and his eyes tell complete different story. And I was saying that from the very beginning, this is why. Because the actor actually, you know, had the insight of his character.
And he never told Chris, never told anyone. Chris would literally say to him, "Why are you doing that like that?" He said, "I'll tell you later."
Wow.
Alfonso was like, "Now you're teenagers, and I'm going to treat you like a teenager."
Oh.
And he was the first one who like assigned us homework.
He treated them as an adults, not, you know, teenagers.
He set us this exercise where he asked us to write an essay in character. Of course, Emma writes like pages, like beautifully written.
Rupert didn't deliver that.
He didn't do it.
I mean, very true to his character, not gonna lie. Very true to his character.
And I said, "Rupert, where's your assignment?" It says, "Well, I thought that..."
Exactly.
You never have that in the movies because you'd work with a bunch of people and you get friendly with them, and then most of them you would never see again. But with Potter, you would come back and...
10 years.
It just feels like, you know, being in these, you get to be a part of film history.
Grand new era.
With the fourth film, we wanted a British director. We wanted something quite theatrical.
Thank you very much.
I love Mike. He was great. I mean, he was almost like he was from the books. He was like at Hogwarts.
And there was this kind of really endearing, like, childlike quality.
Oh, I would have loved working in such an environment, seriously.
When Columbus left, it was definitely a bit of a different...
It was a different vibe.
So I got...
Mike knew. Mike treated us like adults. That was it.
Yes.
That's what teenagers like.
I remember gripping him round the waist and trying to fling him about and so forth, and cracked a couple of ribs.
You know when you shouldn't break a director's rib?
Magic in the air.
In The Goblet of Fire, that film is just all about teenagers, you know, having crushes for the first time, asking someone...
I know.
They just mirrored all those kind of awkward phases you go through as a teenager, and they really felt like that too, because we were literally having the same experiences.
You were teenagers, that's the thing.
It was a very interesting film in terms of a lot of hormones.
That film was probably peak hormone.
Peak hormone.
So like you had a bunch of like hormonal teenagers anyway, and then like bring in two massive groups of new people. All of them are like purposefully hot for the film.
The way he describes it.
It was all kicking off.
We were in a big room in Oxford. Maggie's right in the middle, and she says, "Right, I'm going to teach you to dance." Of course, she picks Rupert.
Place your right hand on my waist.
The twins, they were constantly kind of reading me.
We were winding him up. We were winding up anyway before we started filming.
Oh my God.
They kind of convinced me before we filmed it that there was this whole like dance routine planned.
Oh my God.
Right?
They were actually...
The routine. Like, we've all been doing a routine for like
guys,
6 weeks
in
or something
character like all the time. But it's just them.
One of the most enchanting days was the Great Ball, because there was all these incredibly beautiful young people, perfectly dressed.
Meanwhile, Ron got the short end of the stick.
You didn't feel cool at really any point in that.
I look like my great aunt Tessie.
Is that Hermione Granger with Victor Crumb?
No. I mean, everyone can kind of relate to that.
I knew it was a big deal, and I was miserable.
Why?
It was the like duckling becomes a swan moment. I knew there was just like all of this
center of
pressure
tension.
suddenly.
Oh,
Swing your arms, okay?
I get it.
Your arms are swinging too much. You're walking too quickly. You need to walk slower. Like, he's giving me a million different directions about how to walk down the stairs, and of course, I fell down the stairs.
Oh my God.
Look at that, look at that. Stylish. Lucky man, lucky man.
The actor surprised me. He's nothing like his character.
The assignment that had been given was to draw what you thought God looked like. And Tom had drawn a girl with a backward cap. And I just don't know how to say it. I just fell in love with him.
This is surprising.
And someone said something along the lines of, yeah, she had a crush on you.
Wow.
For his number on the call sheet was number 7.
This is so cute.
His number was on the call sheet.
This is so cute.
An extra exciting day.
Became very protective over her. Yeah, I've always had a soft spot for her, and that continues to the day.
Wow.
Nothing has ever happened romantically with us. We just love each other. That's all I can say about that.
This is surprising, but you can tell Emma looks excited with him. And you don't have to be involved romantically to love each other, you know? Some friendships are so better than love itself.
In the Goblet of Fire, the universe shifts, and suddenly there
Tell me about
is
it.
Voldemort.
I said, Martha, I don't know about this Harry Potter thing. Voldemort, what's that? What? You're being asked to play Voldemort? You've got to do it! I didn't feel Voldemort was that human. I felt he was the essence of evil. So there was the voice, the sort of snake-like whispered, husky, something that I suppose a sort of whispering voice.
He does have a nose, spoiler alert, and he was covered in stickers, so he was slightly less intimidating. Except when they called action. And for some reason, I was terrified of him.
Wow. I mean, your character was terrified of him. Can't imagine what it feels like to play a character this evil. You have to mentally prepare yourself. There's no way it doesn't, you know, have some lingering effects afterwards. To make yourself tap into that kind of evil, it's not an easy thing to do.
Kill the stag! And Harry, he manages to take the body.
Scene broke me.
Believes that his son has won, and then he realizes that the kid is dead, and he howls like a dog.
This is my boy!
Oh, I can't watch the scene again.
Suddenly, something completely unexpected and serious happens. And suddenly,
Turning
you
point.
realize that this movie is not about life, it's about death.
Yeah. How many people would die? Harry Potter series, yes.
So nice of you to let us do this in your...
This is unexpected.
Okay, now you can be Harry Potter. Okay, thank you.
Her laugh, her laugh, her laugh, you guys, her laugh. It's nice to know that Bellatrix's laugh is so authentic. But unlike Bellatrix, I feel like it would be awesome to be best friends with her in real life. And I'm just like realizing what a brilliant cast. All of them. Brilliant.
What does it say?
Dear HBC,
Yeah.
it was a pleasure being your co-star and coaster. Wow. Honestly, still
You
kind
were
of pleased with
poetic.
that.
Yeah.
Ended up holding your coffee. I do love you.
Then what does it say?
What?
I said, I do love you, and I just wish I'd been born 10 years earlier. I might have been in with a chance.
It's all right now.
Okay, the chemistry surprised me.
With Bellatrix, it was fun because I was fostering the childish and the naughty. I was just like, and totally anarchist.
Psychopath, yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Of course, Bellatrix doesn't think she's evil.
No.
She thinks she's the opposite.
Right.
She was crazy, God.
You can never really know what's going to come out of her mouth next. Very exciting for an actor, because it's like whatever she did on that take does not mean she's going to do.
I killed you, didn't I?
You killed me.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
But,
Had to be done. You were a really good wizard, I was a really good witch. And we had a real duel, and they cut the whole lot.
Seriously?
Messed up, because I just thought, I'd been to one school for weeks.
You know what? I know, like, you can't include everything in a 2-hour movie, but I hate when I learn about this stuff. You know? Please, can we have behind the scenes, like, the whole thing?
David Yates works so well with actors, really pushes them in all the right way.
Progress for the sake of progress must be discovered.
Casting was on point though, like, wow.
One thing that David and the studio spoke to me about was Emma is not sure she wants to come back to do another Potter.
Oh, wow.
Dan and Rupert, they had each other.
Aww.
Whereas Emma was not only younger, she was by herself.
The fame thing had finally hit home in a big way.
Yeah, it must have been crazy. And thankfully it wasn't Hollywood. Like in England, I imagine children actors are children first. You know, opposite of Hollywood. It was generally a wonderful experience for them. And this is why they were able to see it through till the very end.
These films mean so much to them because they kind of grew up alongside us and helped them with some really difficult things in their lives, and I'm just very proud.
Everyone relates to this, like fans, the actors themselves. This is what makes this very special and very unique. And just how like the fans grew up with these characters, the cast as well grew up with these characters.
I was writing to J.K. Rowling since I was about 11 years old to say thank you to her, to say I would find life a bit hopeless without Harry Potter.
Oh, really?
Read the letter and responded to it.
This is how she got the role?
The first part of the audition is this crazy open call. Literally anyone can come.
That's my ticket. Off we go.
Oh, wow.
And there would be
Destiny, seriously.
I remember Dan very vividly. It was on my screen test. Mistletoe. And I kept forgetting that I have to talk back to him because I'm so used to watching him on a screen. So I would just kind of be like...
I can see why she got the role. Yeah. Luna's definitely my animal spirit.
I was not good at school.
You'd be better off with Goshawk's Guide to Herbology. I didn't have a huge amount of friends.
Wow.
Going long bottom.
Everyone can relate to their character.
And I think that's possibly why it's so popular. Everyone wants to know that they do belong.
The characters are what shaped them to the people that they are right now. It's crazy.
Bonnie was...
When Harry met Ginny.
She was only 9.
How?
I always found Ginny-Harry, that relationship, how that kind of slowly developed.
Bonnie was the youngest one. So it was just a bit like, oh, what? This is weird.
Close your eyes. Oh, you've known her since she was, I don't know, 9 years old? Yeah.
So everyone on this set has known you for about 6 or 7 years and they've watched you grow up. And they're now gonna just watch you kiss. Cool, yeah.
Harry is under the impression Draco Malfoy is now a Death Eater.
Draco's era.
So much of what Draco's journey is to do with whether he is or isn't trying to please his father.
In the 6th film, they make him do the worst thing ever, or to attempt the worst thing ever of killing Dumbledore.
It was brilliant in this scene.
I have to do this.
I really felt for him.
You suddenly took this bad guy who in the previous films had always been somewhat two-dimensional. And then we were able to give him the opportunity to explore.
I love what they did with Draco's character in the 6th film. Like, it was done beautifully.
I remember David Yates saying, if we can get just 1% of empathy or sympathy for him, then we'll have done our job.
Do it! You got it all, boy!
And to watch Tom create that struggle on screen and really manifest all that nuance, all that complication, all that great ethical minefield.
Wow.
No.
He saw Harry. Oh, I didn't realize that he saw Harry. Oh, wow, I didn't realize. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that till now.
Please.
You told me, guys, in the comments. Dumbledore was like, please kill me, not please don't kill me. Wow.
Do not pity the dead, Harry. Pity the living.
Oh.
And above all,
My favorite quote.
all those who live without love.
Wow.
It does not do to dwell on dreams, Harry, and forget.
This one too, oh my god.
Richard Harris was such a special, warm person. He was so twinkly.
Earwax.
Richard Griffith was just delicious as...
Wow, delicious.
You know, I'll be very, very old one day saying, like, I knew the absolute legend.
I know I ought not to be here.
She died too?
She taught me a lot. See, I can't even say it.
Wow. She was queen.
Just shows such empathy in her eyes. It was a real treat to work with her.
I can teach you how to bewitch the mind and ensnare the senses.
I was a little intimidated by him, his precision, his expert delivery of lines.
The idea that him as Voldemort was intimidated by Alan as Snape is just great.
We sort of went toe-to-toe in a funny way, you know, Snape and Voldemort. Two actors can relish metaphorically fencing with each other.
Wow. Wow. She died too, right? Wow. The amount of people who have passed away from this cast is heartbreaking. And the raising of the wand scene as we're remembering these great human beings.
The boy who lived, come to die.
The way he says the Avada Kedavra, so unique to him.
It doesn't feel like much time has passed.
I know.
We all still look better than we do in the epilogue.
I was all forehead and a fat suit. I think David Yates used to describe us as astronauts because no one else has really experienced this on this scale and will be kind of forever bonded by that.
Very accurate description.
The level of trust that I had and that we did build over those 10 years was like, if we were doing a stunt, I trusted that one of you would catch me.
These films had a very different feel. We were away from Hogwarts, camping out in different places. The tone was a lot darker. It felt like a different film.
It did.
A scene that I thought was going to be really awkward and I wasn't sure about at all, which was us doing our dance. Now,
Oh,
that's one of my
really?
favourite scenes from the whole of the series.
I know.
That you
Oh
and
my
I
god,
had
the
with each
scene.
other.
This scene. Oh my god, I can't talk about this scene enough. This scene just perfectly portrayed how it's like to try to live in a moment of pure love and friendship while your world is basically shattered and smashed. And it portrays Ron, Harry, and Hermione's relationship perfectly, a very pure, platonic love. And I really loved them for doing the scene. Like, it was so much needed for the movie, like, seriously. When I see Harry and Hermione, I'm like, yeah, soulmates are not always lovers. And this is what the relationship is for me. The way they can understand each other without needing words, wow. And nothing was like said during the scene, like no words were needed. Because silence is powerful. Body language is all you really need.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. No wonder she hasn't got any friends.
The way these two started.
I love Ron and Hermione's romance and the way that sort of just bubbles.
Sometimes
away
I thought
into the
it
story
was
constantly.
gonna be Ron and Hermione and Harry. Like, I wasn't sure, like,
This relationship.
because sometimes you see scenes, you know, like this and then...
Toothpaste.
Slughorn's having Christmas do, you know.
After the Goblet of Fire, where I was like, yeah, they're pushing these two together.
There's a scene that we're shooting later this week that we should talk about once you've read it, because we're doing the kiss this week between Ron and Hermione.
What?
Doing the kiss between Ron and...
This is how they got the news.
In this moment of extraordinary jeopardy, they turn to each other and then they just kiss.
So typical of them, you know?
Made sure they were both comfortable. It was almost like prepping them for a major sports event. Guys, you can do this. It's going to be great.
It was meant to be like this like dramatic make-out, because you and I just kept corpsing. Like, we just kept laughing.
It turned out great.
Kind of think I blacked out. I just remember your face getting closer and closer to mine.
Every time you talk about this, you make it sound like an actual horror.
It wasn't that bad. It turned out great. The cut to Voldemort screaming was hilarious.
Felt wrong. So wrong on every level. Because Dan, Rupert and I are so much siblings.
Wow, they grew up together.
I remember the scene when you were like, no guys, I'm the one who has to go on my own kind of thing on this one. And I gave you the hug to say goodbye. I'll go with you.
It was a real goodbye.
I knew I was saying
Stop, I'm gonna cry again.
goodbye to you. And I just had to bring to the surface how I really felt about it all coming to an end.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what it felt like. 10 years of your life.
I thought, wouldn't it be wonderful if Dan just grabbed Rafe and pulled him off this tower?
Come on, Tom. Let's finish this the way we started it.
Call him Tom.
Separate, then merge together.
Exactly, they merged together.
You're the one who's going to finish this. It has to go out on a high. It has to be meaningful.
He was surprised at the end. It was like, me, I'm invincible. I'm supposed to be immortal. That realization as he was going down.
Wow. What do you do, Cam? I'm from the press, exactly. How did you know? How does it feel?
It felt absolutely fantastic.
Towards the end, it was kind of a weird time, especially kind of finishing. I feel like I lost track of who I was and who the character was. I didn't really know.
Very understandable.
Yeah, there were some things that I'm just like, who am I? Like, what do I like to do? Or what
When
is
you
important
play
to
a
me?
character this long, wow.
It's almost like we did the most extreme form of method acting.
It always had to end at some point. We were never going to be doing this forever.
It's the sad part.
It feels like you're like a pillar of my life.
It's a very overwhelming thing because I've watched you grow up. We've watched each other grow up. We grew up together. We're family. It's a strong bond that we'll always have, and we will always be part of each other's life.
What a crazy experience, you guys.
I love you. As a friend.
You had to say that.
Just to be clear.
Oh, wow.
When we were all wrapping up those final scenes,
We were diving past the camera and landing on this huge crash mat.
That was last shots.
The collective emotion was incredibly palpable. And for the people who'd supported them and had been there for them throughout. Everybody who'd seen them grow up.
I can't imagine the feeling, you guys.
On that last day, I just lost it.
They all did.
All three of us were like utterly devastated.
It's so ingrained in me as well. Like, I measure my life with these movies.
There's something about Harry Potter that makes life richer. Like when things get really dark and times are really hard.
I'm so sad that I didn't get to grow up with these films. Like, I feel like I've missed out on so much.
My children had grown up during it, of course.
That is Robbie Coltrane, finest gamekeeper in Hogwarts, last day on Harry Potter.
My children's generation will show them to their children. So you could be watching it in 50 years' time. Easy. I'll not be here, sadly. Don't you think on it for 1 minute. But Hagrid will. Yes.
Sadly, we lost him, but as long as Hagrid still exists, Robbie would too. And it's a kind of immortality, you know?
So yeah, it was a very good 10 years.
After all this time. Always.
Oh wow, they didn't end this with this scene, like with the always scene. They did, oh my god. Wow. They've done this beautifully. This is exactly how Harry Potter 20th anniversary should be. Like, seriously, like the way they made this reunion possible, oh my god. Absolutely perfect. Seeing the cast again after all these years must have felt special. But to see it on this scale, you know, like this way, like it must have been something else. Like it felt very special to me, and I've just watched these films. I didn't grow up with these films or the books, sadly, but at least I got to experience it now, and I'm very grateful. Films are very unique. Those people are essentially family. To be able to experience something like this, it's a very unique experience. It's such a blessing. Not everyone can have that. And I love seeing how like the cast is very aware of that, especially the main cast. This is their childhood, you know, like their whole livelihoods were built upon the foundation of those people. They know that, they're grateful for that, and they cherish that, and you can totally see that. What a crazy experience. Thank you so much guys for suggesting that I watch this. Like this is a must. After finishing watching the series, watching the reunion is a must. Like, thank you so much guys for watching. It's been a real pleasure watching this with you. I'm very sad that our Harry Potter journey has ended. You totally feel this sense of emptiness, like, you know, like this void. Again guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm SoFieReacts and see you in the next journey.